Hi, I'm Luciano. I'm an animator from Chile, and I currently work as a lead animator at Bartel Entertainment in Vancouver, Canada. I remember picking up a camera and After Effects while I was maybe in second or third year of university, which was quite fun. It led me to get my first few opportunities in the Chilean industry in multiple areas, which later led me to animation. I went to watch Ratatouille and it was like pretty eye-opening. I came to Vancouver wanting to become a visual effects artist, and a combination of like the place, the people that I knew, the teachers that I had, and that movie I think sold me on character animation. I'm a person that's been schooled a lot. I studied audiovisual communications in 2002. I took a 3D animation class in 2006. I took animation at VFS. Then in 2010, I took a class at the animation workshop. 2016, I went to study in Spain. In between, I took like some short courses. I did like Anim Squad and Animation Collaborative and Anim Focus. So I've been schooled a lot. To me, it's very important. But on the other side, you find me pretty often on YouTube, just like till 3 in the morning, just looking at a tutorial for something specific or even something broad. And so I don't believe it's one or the other. I personally am both. I was kind of drawn to visual effect from the beginning, but then a series of events led me to study character animation, which when I started, I completely fell in love for it. And it took me a long time to get any good at it, but back then, while I was living in Chile, the quality of the work wasn't too high. And so I slowly was able to dive into it. I'm a very digital person. I'd love to be more analog in my work. The only analog thing I do is shooting reference. Like that's the most thing I do. I try to draw and stuff like that, but normally it's in digital media. I'm very techie, so I often do digital stuff. I wish I would have learned to draw. It's not about sooner. I'm struggling to learn how to draw. I think it's like very important in our industry. Traveling, friends, festivals, movies, music. I think a little bit of everything. Life inspires me. One of my favorite things to watch is more short films. They also inspire me either in style, in themes, or whatever. So I think there's a lot to get inspired, but to me, it's like watching things that I love. It helps me like get in the mood. My favorite movie when I was a kid was Independence Day, and I'm pretty sure it was because of like the effects. It was a quite fun movie, and also like they would play all the time in making ofs, and so seeing all of the different effects being made, I was completely in love with it. And later, as I studied and like became an adult, I think my taste didn't change a lot. It just like broadened a little bit, and so one of my favorite movies is Terminator 2. And then I really love Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like the play with the memories and like, should we forget the things that hurt us, but like if we do, we might get hurt again. And like it's like such a beautiful concept. And then on top of that, I really love Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's not only the story, but also the style, how like revolutionized animation, because until that point, you couldn't see any feature animated, high quality, high budget that was non-Pixar render style. And that opened up the doors to what we have today, which is like every movie now looks different. And I think that's amazing. The Incredibles, I would have loved to work on Spider-Man. It's just movies that make me want to be in animation. Ratatouille as well. Like it's exactly the kind of movie that I watch, and I feel like somebody left this treasure for me. And I think the reason I would have loved to work on something like that is because I'd love to be able to do that for people in the future. I tend to work with music that ends up being white noise, often electronic music. I'll play them on and I listen to them so often and for so long that it just becomes white noise, which I really, really like. Sometimes I get kind of tired of the music and I'll change to something like a comfort show, like maybe Friends or How I Met Your Mother, or even lately Dragon Ball Z. I think I'm a little bit of both, and so I often wake up at like 6 in the morning. Sometimes I'll just wake up, come to the couch, pick up my laptop and start working on something. Lately I'm working on like getting rid of this, so I go to the gym in the mornings, but also in the evenings I'll get inspired again. I'll watch a tutorial, I'll watch something online or whatever, and I'll start working again until like 1 or 2 a.m. That happens pretty often, and so I think I'm both, like an early bird and a night owl somehow. I had a teacher in Spain, and one of the things he said, the journey is the reward. At that point, I was like in the head of like, I need to grind and just like go nuts. And yes, early on, you need to grind, but also you need to keep a balance between like your social life, your family, everything. Because at the end of the day, like whether you win a prize or whether you make it to the place that you wanted to make it, it doesn't mean anything if like the journey you had is a string of bad memories, because that's really what you're gonna keep. And the moment you hit your goal, the goal is gonna be gone. There's not gonna be, it's gonna last seconds if anything. My teacher, as I mentioned, Daniel, he was absolutely fantastic. His class was called the Modeling, Animation and Narrative, but at the end of the day, it's about narrative, and it's absolutely amazing. Do the things you like. I'm also inspired by rewatching the things that I've always enjoyed watching, like Independence Day, like Spider-Verse, like Ratatouille, like The Incredibles. That's why I rewatch them. I think that's a great way to stay inspired, but also break out from the things that you usually do. I think that also helps inspiration, because once you get out of it, your brain also kind of like refreshes and look at things in a different way. It's a bit of like do the same, but also do different. My favorite project by far has been a short film I did with my friends from Tumblehead called Freelance. And it took me about 6.5 years to finish the film. I didn't do it alone, obviously, but it took me 4 years or 4.5 years to just settle on the story. It is crazy to do something like that for so long, but I did it on my own way. I collaborated with friends that I really love, and so I enjoyed that process a ton. I had like so many people involved in different ways, but like the whole experience of being at every part of the project was absolutely amazing. That's what also drove me to want to be a director. We did another one with my girlfriend, and that was also super fun. It was great because we actually did kind of the same in just a smaller scale, keeping on that trend of like doing things with people I care about and things that I enjoy to do. My time at Bardell is about to come to an end. I've enjoyed my time at Bardell so much. I've had such a great team. I've worked with so many good friends. I've met so many people. I've made closer friends of people that I've worked with before that I just didn't have time to share with. And now like we became such a close-knit team, and I really love that. And then I'm joining Sony Pictures Imageworks to work on a movie that I don't think I can say yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. And also I'm slowly developing another short film with another group of friends. The film is called Balding, about a person that is going bald and has to face reality of getting old, basically. I'm excited to make that film happen, hopefully by the end of the year. And so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.